turn these into these. I am the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today, in celebration of getting over 1,000 subscribers, I've got ourselves a thumbs up mold. So we're gonna fill this stuff with chocolate and stick a lollipop roll in them, and we're gonna toss them in the fridge. We're not toss them in the fridge. We're gonna put them in the fridge, and we're gonna wrap them up, make them look good. Excuse me. Gonna make them in milk chocolate today. I was gonna add some Rice Krispies in with some of the chocolate, but the kids ate them, so I'm gonna use the rest of my caramel that I have in here to see if we can put it's like a filling in there. As you know, we put these in 30 seconds, 3 times, stirring each time. In our microwave with a spoon. And as we know, the chocolate that we use is a candied chocolate. These are Sweet Tooth Fairy meltables. They take out the cocoa butter and replace it with a vegetable oil, and still tastes good, still tastes great. And the benefit of that is there is no tempering when it comes to using a candy chocolate, which you can pick up at any craft store and in some other stores too, like a Walmart. So first time round, as you know, not much melting going on. I have some extra chocolate from a bar that I made earlier, because that's the good thing about chocolate. If you make a mistake, if you put using it in a mold, you haven't put any other ingredient in it yet, you can, don't despair, simply melt it again and recast it, reform it. And that's the beauty of making chocolate. If you don't put a flavor in it or any other ingredients like peanuts or nuts or any other kind, caramel, you can always remelt the chocolate if it doesn't come out right in the mold. Okay, second time round. It's melting a little bit more now. And usually one bag of chocolate takes 3 rounds, and since I have a bit extra in here, it might need to go in for a 4th time. Again, don't worry about any chocolate that's on your spoon or fork, it will come off. Alright, round 3. Okay, so you can pick these up. I forget where I got these now. You can maybe pick them up on Amazon. I'll try and find the link for you if you want a thumbs up mold. When I saw them, I thought they were different, and since Facebook and YouTube and all these other social media sites have a thumbs up or a like button, I thought, well, let me represent that in some chocolate. And so while I'm doing it in chocolate, if you haven't already, you can like this video. And there we go. The chocolate is mostly melted now. So what we're going to do, we're just going to stir and stir, getting those last few little lumps out. Now, of course, if you've got a ton of lumps in the chocolate, then put it in a 4th time for about 5 to 10 seconds. Don't go to full 30. It will melt. And look at that. That stream is what we look at that. Every time I think about this, every time I do this, it reminds me of the Willy Wonka movie, which is a favorite. Even the new one, a little quirky, but I think it's good. And everyone's gonna have a different opinion on it. But everybody loves the chocolate guy. So that's what you're looking for, that nice stream of chocolate, smooth. And now what we're gonna do is simply pour it into here. Now you could put this in a piping bag and pipe it in. I'm gonna use the spoon. What I would suggest, if you're using any mold, is to get a paper towel and or a clean face cloth and just wipe it inside the inside, because it helps. For some reason it just helps the mold and the chocolate not sticking to each other. Sometimes it happens. Alright, so here we go. So hopefully you can see from over there. I'll try and zoom in to just do the first batch here. And you want to push it into all the nooks and crannies. All the nooks and crannies, if it has any. And of course, you don't have to use the thumbs up mold. You can, any mold that you find at the store that you want to use that. There's plenty of lollipop molds. There's a lot of silicone molds now in the stores. I personally don't like them because one, they're too flimsy, and two, once you take them out, sometimes you get some residual on the silicone, and if you wash it, even when you're done, you want to wash them with water. I haven't found a way to dry silicone with anything that don't stick to it, and that's kind of frustrating. Again, once we fill them in, you want to tap them, and then you're going to see the chocolate run down the lollipop rod. Oh, don't worry about that. But you have to tap, because you see you're getting all these air bubbles out that come on. So gently tap it, and then what we're going to do with these, we're going to push that chocolate back up and roll it around a little bit. Give it a little twist so that all the chocolate is wrapped up. Let's see, that made a mess of that one, but that's okay. You want to wrap around fingers and thumbs. That's what I am today. All right. So we just filled them almost to the top. I mean, you can add some more if you think it needs it, and that's good too. And then these go in the refrigerator for, oops, now I made a big mess. Okay, so give it a little tap, move this out the way, and there you go, see? And this goes in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's do this one, and before I put the chocolate in, I'm going to, as things start flying all over the place. I'm only doing this because I had the idea of putting some caramel inside it. And it's only going to take a little bit, so. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, so we could melt this and soften it in the microwave, but we're not going to, because this caramel is very pliable and we only want a small amount, because we're not going to have a lot of room to we're not going to have a lot of room, and also we're going to have it really, really thin, so you know, let's see here. If it fits. Okay, I decided to fast forward this section. The only difference with this is that I filled in the molds halfway, thus giving room to add in the caramel and fill in more chocolate on top. So sit back and relax and continue watching. Okay, I'm going to put these in the fridge, the other ones. I'm going to leave these here for a minute so they partially set, and then I'm going to put the caramel, because I don't want the caramel to sink down to the bottom, because then that won't be great. So let me put these in the fridge and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about a minute or two. So what I'm going to do is place these inside. They've set up quite good, and make sure that I don't go too near the edge, which I just did on this one. Just pull it away a little bit. And we're not going, didn't go up the thumb part. Oops, see how it's set but not quite set. So it turns around. And just take it away from the edge a bit. And just do the last one. And this. Oh, it's trying to stick this and up the thumb a bit. There you go. Again, while it's in there, because it's mostly partially set, some of it you can manipulate wherever you want it to go. So let's go up the thumb since I can, on some of them anyway. Because that's probably going to be the first point that people bite. They bite the thumb off. And will be pleasantly rewarded with that smooth, sweet caramel taste. Alright. There we go. Alright, doesn't have to be pretty. Knock that down. I'm going to put the chocolate, I should have did it before I turned the camera back on. But I'm going to put this back in the microwave for a few seconds. Put it in for 10 seconds so that it's looser for me to put it on top of there, and it help connect everything together. And I'm gonna also put in the I'm gonna put in the sticks at this stage, because I may not get the chance to be able to do that once the chocolate is in, only because of the caramel. Okay, so that's that. Push that down a bit, and we're good. Okay, made a bit of a mess, but it's so good it'll all come back out. All right, so here we go. Still feels pretty cold, so maybe I'm gonna put it in for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes? No, 10 seconds. There we go. And by that time, the other ones will be done in the fridge. These aren't going to take too long in molds. When you put them in the fridge, they take between 5 to 10 minutes before the chocolate really starts to set. If you choose to put them into the freezer, you can, but it will, when you take them out, it will begin to the condensation will begin to form on the mold and the chocolate. Okay, so this one we're going to help, like I said, in the rest of the mold by getting to those nooks and crannies. And then, so about a teaspoon's worth, and then gently push it into these. Would be a tasty treat if you have children. In my case, grandchildren. I mean, to have grandchildren, you got to have children, and but you know what I mean. So, or you can just make them for yourself and eat them. That's good too. And I think people really appreciate when you make any kind of daylight chocolate, that, you know, not everybody goes out of their way and makes chocolate and spends time finding molds and filling them up with chocolate. Of course, you don't have to use milk chocolate. You could use the dark chocolate. You could use the white chocolate. You can flavor the chocolate if you want to. Of course, if you're flavoring chocolate, remember you're going to use a oil, like a mint, peppermint oil. You're going to use like an orange oil. Luan is the best for oils, I found. Okay, we're gently tapping. And why do we tap? It is to get the air bubbles out. That's correct. This is the noisy part. And I wouldn't worry if some spills over the edge. You can correct it with this, the fork or the spoon. But it will come out in the mold. I mean, we could scrape this off, but since I didn't put a lot in, I don't need to scrape them off. And usually with lollipops, I don't like to scrape because, like I said, you get some chocolate on, and I don't want to get the sticks messy. So again, in the fridge between 5-10 minutes, and we'll be back when they're done, and we will reveal what we created. See you in a bit. Okay, we are back. I just want to show you. You see here, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you see where you got this piece of chocolate is different to the here. This is what's still stuck to the plastic mold and what's pulled away. But this is going to all pull away, because all you're doing is just give it a gentle nudge out, and look at that. Beautiful. I wouldn't worry about any chocolate on the not the handle, on the stick. As much as we try not to have it on there, it happens, but it's just extra chocolate. He says, get a fork to help get these out. Or maybe not. I'll just tap them out like the old-fashioned way. There we go. Why complicate things? Why complicate things? Look at that. Very nice. These are the ones with that are just solid chocolate. Let's get this one out of the way. And while we're waiting for the others to come out, I've got these bags here. These are a little bit tall for what we need them for, but we're going to be good. And let's put a gold ones on. No, let's do these. I use the gold ones for the caramels. Let's put this purpley, violet, blue, purple, indigo, whatever color it is. These are twisty things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I believe these are 4 by 6. I believe so. Might be a little bit too long because it's going to cover the entire. If I find the right end. Here we go. And we're just going to put them in like so. In fact, I'm going to cut it. They're about an inch or two too long, so I'm going to cut about an inch to cut it off, which is fine. Put them in like so, and I maybe took too much off, but that's okay too. Remember, there's no stress in making chocolate. And then we're going to just tie the tie tight. And I like to do. And then there you go. And that's our first one. Let's do another one. I won't cut off as much this time. maybe half an inch, like so. Pinch the top, put it in. If you have any ideas or anything that you would like to see me make, you could drop that down in the comments, and if I'm able to make it, then I will let you know, and then I will certainly consider making a video that involves chocolate. All right, try not to get your glove stuck in there. So these are our solid molded thumbs up lollipops. Chocolate pops, and let's get the caramels. All right, caramels are done, and pop them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and look at that. Again, you're never going to know there's caramel in it unless you look at this one. This one has a little tiny spot, so that one I'm going to use as a tester, because one of your viewers on there said, well, you didn't taste the chocolate, you didn't taste the chocolate. So I always, if I remember, I will give a taste test and let you know what it tastes like. So let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Cut them all at the same time. Same process. Our thumbs up with caramel, our thumbs up with the solid chocolate, but we're going to do a taste test. So let's see if this is the one that has the caramel in the thumb. It did. Excuse me. And that looks like a boxing glove. Oh, it tastes good. The caramel definitely take it to another level. But I'm not going to stand here and eat the whole thing. There we have it. We have a thumbs up lollipops. We got caramel inside. We have plain chocolate. Again, you can put Rice Krispies inside it, make it like give it a crunchy texture. You can go and add whatever you want to these things inside now. You can make them multicolored if you like. But that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you like the video. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe so that you'll be notified every time a new video has been uploaded. However, you've got to hit that notification bell. And do share the video to somebody else. And we can all make chocolate together. Alright, so thank you for watching. Until next time, have a great day.